trying to get people more comfortable in the field, give them that opportunity to, challenge themselves. Being out there in the field, they didn't have the big Alaskan tents, they didn't have the barracks, they didn't have the bunk bed, they didn't have the creature comforts. So it was 24-hour operations and really testing and working through the exhaustion.
The 158th Security Forces Squadron, we conducted a 3-day FTX evaluating our defenders on their air-based ground defense and ACE concept principles and applying those principles in real time. So we had 2 squads. In those squads, we had our typical riflemen, which were running their M4 with a combat loadout of 210 rounds. We had 2 M240 Bravos. They were running approximately 400 rounds during the exercise. So those were broken down into the squads to be able to defend the patrol bases, going out on patrol and employing those weapon systems out on patrol and having the ability to utilize those things in daytime and nighttime operations. So part of the 3-day FTX, one of the things that we were doing was really trying to hammer down the importance of nighttime operations. Once it gets dark, you really have to have more of a command and control presence to be able to effectively implement and utilize those weapon systems appropriately and effectively. We utilized our TCCC teams, basic tourniquet application, basic stop the bleeding application, long enough to get those injured to a higher level of care. And then that led into calling in 9 lines and medevac and having the ability to transport those people off the X, and then doing that longevity of care. So it was really good. It was really nice to see the guys and the gals, of course, taking all these random skills that we trained throughout the year and then actually putting them all into practice.
I will say this job, there were some tough parts, there's some rough parts. Right now it's not raining, it was pouring on us this morning. I mean, yeah, it sucks in the moment, but looking back at it, you're like, man, that was a really good training experience, man. That was a lot of fun we had.
Many may think that this environment may not come about, but you never know. It gave them that opportunity to challenge themselves in that simulated environment, in that training environment. And the field experience really allowed them to grow and develop as leaders, as individuals, and even small teams, and they really developed through this experience.